A severe thunderstorm watch north of Milwaukee until 5 o'clock in the morning on Thursday. Hey, I'm Chief Meteorologist Tom Walks. Just before midnight, let's dive into what's going on here. A severe thunderstorm watch in effect in that yellow box, that kind of faint yellow there. That's in effect for Ozaukee, Washington, Dodge, Fond du Lac, and Sheboygan counties, and that's going to run until 5 a.m. Now, you see the storms up to the north towards Oshkosh. I have temperatures on here as well, where we've got the rain cooled air up to the north, still very warm and humid. The heat dome largely protecting us here in southeastern Wisconsin tonight. But you'll notice off to the west that we do have really training thunderstorms, and it's going to really roll in the same direction that it has been. Now, the question is, will we see a little more of a southward extension to that, which is why they have the severe thunderstorm watch, where they do, particularly for strong winds and also heavy rain, some hail, and a low end risk for a tornado. I don't think that's overly high at this point. But again, I think the biggest concern, honestly, jumping out to me tonight is flash flooding up to the north. Where from Green Bay all the way back to the La Crosse area. I mean, this is just consistent rain. So most of this is going to stay north of Milwaukee. Let me add on here, I'm going to do what's called a double box with this, just so you can see on the right. Let's see here. There we go. On the right is you're seeing the velocity here. So in fact, I'm going to switch this over to change this to what's called storm relative velocity. Okay, so we'll let that load. You see the flash flood warnings up there for Appleton as well. We have had some rotation, at least earlier in Adams County, with that activity, which prompted a tornado warning. Now, as the cell has moved through Wautoma and it's pushing into Oshkosh, look at the cells popping just out ahead of that. That's going to be some very heavy rain into the Oshkosh area. But looking at the rotation, I'm not too concerned at the moment for tornadoes, but that, again, it's not zero tonight. Okay, so this is going to continue all night. It may extend into some of our counties here in southeastern Wisconsin, so that's why the watch has been issued there. Let's take a look at some of the higher resolution data for you here at this late night hour. It's doing an okay job picking up on those thunderstorms, I'd say. Overall hasn't been great through most of the day, but let's take a look here overnight. So here we are right about now at midnight, and you see how it's got the direction pretty pegged here, but we could see a little bit of a southward movement. So that's why it's showing it, even into our northern counties overnight. So now we get to about 5 a.m. here, still raining in spots. In fact, the model brings in some storms into the Milwaukee area during the morning. I don't totally buy that, but it's possible. Then we heat up into the 80s, and we heat up into the 90s again. The extreme heat warning runs until 10 p.m. Thursday at least. And look at this, nastiness off to the west Thursday afternoon. We need to watch that around here Thursday night. In fact, I'll show you here too. Let me bring this up real quick. Show you the severe weather risk area. The latest update comes out in a little bit, but let me make sure this is centered up for you here. So this is the slight risk for Thursday. We'll see what they do. If they may even end up increasing that. There's really a wind and hail risk for us, and the hail, by the way, earlier today in Fond du Lac was monstrous. I mean, that was huge hail. So hopefully we don't see that again. But in the short term, again, our northern counties till 5 a.m. severe thunderstorm watch, primarily for wind and heavy rain. Appleton, Green Bay, they're getting hit with flooding rainfall, and they've had a lot in the last couple of weeks as well up there. So that's going to continue. That's my biggest concern overnight. Hot day on Thursday, and then possibility of severe thunderstorms in southeastern Wisconsin on Thursday night. So stay tuned for updates. And again, thanks for all your comments. And please follow me on all the social medias. Again, Facebook, Twitter, YouTube at Tom the Weatherman there. Trying to post some more videos on there as well. So make sure to follow me for the latest updates. And have a very happy 4th of July and stay cool in this heat.